March has always brought out the best in college hockey, a no-holds-barred sport. 17 different schools have laid claim to being the best in college hockey, national champions. The 50th anniversary brings us to the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where 4 schools remain in the hunt to be a national champion. But only one can be number one. Welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Bradley Center for the 1997 NCAA Men's Ice Hockey Semifinals. Colorado College Tigers against the North Dakota Fighting Sioux. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Shea. Glad to have you on board. You know, most of the coaches around the country, and especially those here this weekend, say the Bradley Center is the greatest place to watch ice hockey. And since you can't be here, we're glad to have you with us. Colorado College was here a year ago, not in the Bradley Center, but in the final game where they lost the title to Michigan in overtime. They had heavy losses up front through graduation, and not much was expected of the Tigers. But this year, the Tigers may even be better than they were ago. With me, Bob Norton. And Don Lucia's gang has really come on strong defensively.
They sure have, and they've been carried on the backs of Judd Lambert out of Richmond, British Columbia. Played his junior hockey for the Chilliwack Chiefs, coached by National Hockey League pro Orland Kurtenbach. He's been superb in 12 tournament games over his career. He's 11-1, has been a big player for Colorado College.
A lot of losses up front offensively, but Brian Swanson, among many, has done a great job picking up the slack.
Played for Mike Hastings, Omaha Lancers out of Eagle River, Alaska. 26 goals last season. Had a game-winning assist, game-winning goal against New Hampshire. You know, when you talk about big plays for this Colorado College team, it's Brian Swanson.
Colorado College very fortunate to be in the tournament. They had to win the WCHA consolation game over St. Cloud to get a bid. Then they went east, won 2 games in unexpected fashion. Here they are. They're loose, and they're ready to go against North Dakota, a team they faced 5 times during the regular season. We'll take a look at the Fighting Sioux's chances when we come back on the Deuce. Team Blaze's rebuilding program at North Dakota is complete. The Fighting Sioux are back in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1987, when North Dakota won it all. Good news for North Dakota fans. That year, they won the WCHA regular season and tournament titles. They did it again here in 97, Bob. That bodes well. Yeah,
Dean Blaze done a great job with this club. You know, they're not real big. They don't have great talented players, but they're feisty. They're aggressive. They skate with great quickness. This is a good hockey club.
Well, in one word, if you describe the Fighting Sioux, it would be grit, especially when you look at number 5, Jason Blake.
Yeah, Jason Blake really epitomizes grit out of Moorhead High School in Moorhead, Minnesota. Transfer from Ferris State. Feisty, aggressive, a disturber, an aggravator, the kind of guy that motivates his own team and gets the other team irritated to give penalties.
How about freshman goaltender Aaron Schweitzer?
Well, only started playing in the middle of the season, but what a season he had. 4 shutouts on the year. He's out of Regina, Saskatchewan, a midget, only 19 years of age, 18 when he came here. 4 shutouts, ties, a North Dakota record, goes back to 1954, the great Spike Schultz.
It's amazing. He did it in just 15 games. These clubs played each other 5 times during the regular season, so they know each other very well. We've got a good one coming up for you. It's the Fighting Sioux of North Dakota meeting the Tigers of Colorado College, and we'll have the opening face-off for you in just a moment on the Deuce. The NCAA Ice Hockey National Semifinals are brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, welcome back to the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as the starting lineups are being introduced to the crowd on hand. A year ago, Michigan beat Don Lucia's Colorado College Tigers in overtime. All 4 teams who are here obviously are good. Colorado College got here by knocking off UNH in the opening round of the Eastern Regional and then toppling the region's top seed and the number 2 team in the country, Clarkson. So obviously you have to be good to get to this point, no matter who you are. But Don also knows you have to be lucky if you're going to win a title. Don Lucia's Colorado Tigers hoping to be luckier than good this time around.
I think you're exactly right, though, when you say you have to be lucky. Look back to last year's team. We hit the post with 4 minutes to go, and Michigan ends up beating us in overtime in the 1-goal game. We played great last year, but you do have to be lucky. We were lucky to beat New Hampshire. That went off a shin pad or something with 4 or 5 minutes to go. We're here. Had that not happened, maybe New Hampshire's here. So there has to be a lot of luck involved this time of the year because you're seeing great teams.
And one of those great teams are the Fighting Sioux of North Dakota. As you look at the Colorado College Tigers huddling around Judd Lambert. Dean Blaze, head coach of the Fighting Sioux, has done a great job rebuilding this program.
Yeah, he certainly has. He came here from International Falls High School, also coached at Minot, North Dakota, and Roseau, Minnesota. Was assistant starting his career at University of Minnesota. Outstanding regular season, won the WCHA tournament, and then banged Cornell 6-2 in the NCAA West Regionals. Dean Blaze coached for a lot of years within the USA Hockey program, and was involved with U.S. national junior teams and a number of different coaching stints. But he came here from one of the great high school coaching positions in the country at International Falls High School, and coached a lot of time up in the range, up in northern Minnesota.
These two schools have met 178 times coming in. The Fighting Sioux lead the series 113, 60-5, and we are underway as team captain Dane Litke dumps it into the corner. Back on it, Bob Needham, defenseman for Colorado College, for John Austin, trying to work it out of the zone and does. But Litke is there to fire it right back in, and offside is called. So
obviously, when you get here, you have to have outstanding goaltender, and that's goaltending, and Judd Lambert has been just that. 11-1 in postseason tournament in the last 12 postseason starts. 1.54 goals against average thus far this season in the tournament. 6-0, 9.42 save percentage. I'm going to lose many games with those numbers.
Needham ridden off the play by Calais at center ice. Williamson at his own line, wing to wing. And again, the puck just shot in. It appears that the Fighting Sioux are going to try to just get the puck deep out and get the pressure on early.
Well, Colorado College did a good job in the regionals of stemming the tide early on when there was a lot of pressure.
Stuart Botker intercepted a centering pass and is able to get it to John Austin out to center ice. Scott Swanson, big rugged defenseman for Colorado College, dumps it in as both teams are changing on the fly. Early moments of this game, Colorado College, North Dakota, the winner to meet the winner of tonight's second game, Boston University against national champion Michigan. Cal Elfring for Eric Rude. Up ahead for Darren Clark. His pass doesn't connect on the wing for freshman Cam Cryway, and covering up is Schweitzer before Cryway can get to the loose puck. One thing I think that's impressive about Colorado College coming in, as you look at an impressive freshman, are the freshmen of Colorado College. They've really matured quickly.
They sure have, and one of the freshmen for North Dakota's matured quickly, too. Aaron Schweitzer, only 19 years old. Now, he came directly from midget. Most of these kids playing out here came out of junior, 19 and 20. He came here as an 18-year-old freshman.
Matt Henderson sliding it out to center ice a little bit too far ahead for Jeff Ulmer. Ulmer catches up with it, flips it toward Lambert, and he'll hold on. No rebound for Henderson.
Dave, early in the first period, what Colorado College has done, it's just the first minute or so, but North Dakota is really coming at him with a very aggressive forecheck, coming at him with two men going right on the puck. But Colorado College has been able to diddle a puck inside their goal line and get it to the breakout position on the wing boards pretty successfully early on.
Adam Calder and Brian Swanson on the draw. Back to the line. Big, the defenseman, whistles it around the board. Henderson tied up in deep. Elfring swings it around onto the right wing board. Quick shot by O'Connell and a save by Lambert. Rebound off of Henderson and a save by Lambert. Vick keeps it in, wheels it, fires wide. Lambert can't get the rebound. Rude trying to clear and does. Clark hustling down the right side in deep. Battles with Vig, looking for Swanson. Checked from behind by Vig. A nice play by the defenseman, Mitch Vig. Vig starting up from behind his own net. Just chips it out to center ice. Bob Needham quickly for T.J. Tanberg. Tanberg in deep, watched by Curtis Murphy. Ridden to the boards by Murphy. Adam Calder. Tanberg. Puck finally pried loose. Needham, quick one-timer, and he missed on the short side. Good setup. Tanberg has his shot blocked, and Big starts the puck out of the zone for the Fighting Sioux. Jade Kansas protected center ice by Tanberg. Goodmanson couldn't pick up the loose puck. Now the Sioux are back on the attack. Bull tried to center, had his pass blocked. Gets it back, Jesse Bull. Being watched closely by Dan Peters, freshman defenseman. Peters ties up Bull. Goodstein dumps it in the corner. Kansas trying to dig it out. A scrum along the right wing board. Kansas started to walk off the boards with check. And Tanberg tried to clear it the length of the ice, actually shot it into the bench area, and thus the whistle.
That whole play was set up by just a superb back-checking effort by Kevin Hoogstein, the senior out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, played for Thunder Bay Flyers in the United States Junior Hockey League. He did a great job of just checking the puck away from Colorado College as they try to break out of the zone. Dean Blaze, the head coach of the Fighting Sioux of North Dakota. His assistant coaches are Scott Sandlin and Mike Osiki. Watch this puck come out of the zone. This is all just trouble right here. There's the poke check. There's the pull away by Hoogstein. And everything else comes off that great back-checking effort by number 8, Kevin Hoogstein, the senior out of Thunder Bay. 6 game-winning goals on the season. He's on an 8-game scoring streak.
KJ Voorhees was checked from behind. North Dakota with its freshman lineup. Jason Ulmer between Brad Defoe and Peter Armbrust. This is Defoe, big rugged left winger, takes a shot high off the glass. Defoe goes after it, as does Ulmer. Ulmer sweeping it around for Defoe. He is checked in deep by Cal Elfrid. Ian Peterson. Checked by Peter Armbrust. From along the boards. Finally, it's chipped out of the zone on a nice play by Chad Hartnell. Icing is called. They'll bring it back into the Tiger zone for a face-off. 16-16. Time remaining, first period. Scoreless on the deuce. Well, it's only fitting to have Colorado College part of the semifinals. After all, college hockey celebrating its 50th anniversary, and it was 50 years ago where it started at the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado. Puck shot in deep. Eric Rude, two-time defending WCHA Defensive Player of the Year with help. Stuart Bodker had trouble handling the pass, but makes a nice pass to John Austin. Toby Peterson with a shot right off the mask of Schweitzer.
Now, Peterson, the freshman out of Bloomington Jefferson High School, can fire the puck. He played for Tom Satterdahl in there, and he can really whip it. He's had an outstanding freshman year with 16 goals. He's been their top scorer against University of North Dakota with 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. And what he does, and what Colorado College does all the time, he just snaps a wrister from the top of the face-off circle, and Schweitzer has to be alert to pick that one off. Peterson is very, very dangerous on the inside. Clever, played on the U.S. World Junior team. Went through Bloomington Jefferson High School in 3 years.
Bob Needham fails to keep it in at the right point for Colorado College, so the Tigers will have to clear the zone. Schweitzer hardly flinched on that shot. I've seen others go down in a heap.
He had good position, Dave. That was the key to making that save. He was in a good spot.
Jason Blake hooks up with David Hoogstein. Broken up. Tigers started back. Toby Peterson through center ice to John Austin on the left wing. Austin moving in. Austin deep. Shot it right through the slot, through the crease. Nobody home. Here's Hoogstein breakaway. David Hoogstein in. Shoots. Saved by Lambert and no rebound. Well, North Dakota with their first good scoring opportunity, and as Aaron Schweitzer did at one end, Judd Lambert was up to the task at the other.
Well, in this situation, Colorado College gets its defense in very bad position on the left side. Here comes Hoogstein, but he's going to miss the shot. He just hit the very weak flipper shot right out at the top of the face-off circle. You can watch this when it's an end-over-end shot when he lets it go. Comes front side, tries to get to the middle, just gets a roller. You can see that puck, David, just roll just a little bit before he snapped the shot off. And because it was a roller, he just wasn't able to get much on it. Hoogstein stymied there by Lambert, who has been awesome for Colorado College in the nets.
Jeff Ulmer won the draw, but the shot was high and wide by Calder. Up in front, Calder shot, score! Adam Calder, the sophomore out of Portage La Prairie, Minnesota, gets the Fighting Sioux the first goal of the game.
What happens on this goal is Colorado College just has a bad defensive breakdown. They get lost behind the goal. Watch them, and they're all chasing behind the goal. Watch right here. Watch right here. You have one chaser on the inside right there, and then you have another one on the other side right there, and that causes nothing but problems. There's nobody in front, all alone. 2 chases behind the net, all alone in front of the net, and that's what happens when you chase behind the goal line. Very seldom do you have a goal scored behind the goal line. They went 2-on-1 behind the goal, no one in front.
North Dakota this year, 21-2-1 when they score the game's first goal. So if you're a North Dakota backer, you're feeling pretty good about the fact that Adam Calder was all alone out in front of Judd Lambert.
That's Calder's 9th goal of the season, but, you know, he's out of Port Edge, La Prairie, Manitoba. Played for the Port Edge Terriers in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. But it's just a coverage bust by Colorado College. So you have 2 guys behind the goal line, and when you have 2 guys behind the goal line, you get nothing but trouble. Swanson and Elfring both chase behind. That means no one's in front. You got a double situation behind, but an outnumbered situation in front. And the guy they had uncovered happened to be standing right in front of the net.
Ryan Swanson being checked by Litke. Quick shot. Swanson fanned. He was checked on a setup from Clark. And back come the Fighting Sioux. Over the line. Drop off or shot by Henderson. Set up by Calder. Ryan Swanson starts it back for the moment. 3-on-2. Needham, a little touch pass into the corner. Tryway on it. Centering pass. Put it right on the stick of Matt Henderson. Henderson read the play well. Gage from behind his own net. Too far ahead for Jeff Ulmer to handle.
A big, solid defenseman out of Bismarck High School. Played for the junior hockey for the Dubuque Fighting Saints, but he's a North Dakota kid. Played at Bismarck High before moving to the United States Junior Hockey League.
Calais digging along the near side boards for North Dakota, but it is chipped out to center ice. Goodmanson is checked by Big as he comes to the blue line. Jason Blake picking up ahead of steam over the red line. Blake still in control. Wrist shot. Stick save by Lambert. Great hands, Jason Blake. Brad Williamson has his chip in instead of gloved by Lambert. Rude handle it. Maybe he should have let Lambert play it. Saved by Lambert. Blake for Calais. Leaving it for Hoogstein. Blake out in front for Williamson, the defenseman, and a save by Lambert. Williamson crept up from his left point and got a perfect feed from the corner. Litke keeps it in for North Dakota. They'll get a change. The Tigers also change it. Eric Rude, Colorado College captain, tried to hook up on a quick pass to K.J. Voorhees, but didn't work. 1-0 North Dakota. Goal by Adam Calder. Hoogstein centering to Calais. Save, goal, the rebound, Hoogstein. Kevin Hoogstein on the rebound as Lambert made the initial save, but there was nobody there for Colorado College to clear the rebound. 2-0 North Dakota.
Well, they take advantage once again of putting pressure on the defense of Colorado College. Inside all alone. Breakdown again as Hoogstein was right in front along with Jesse Bull as they pressured Colorado's defense into a misplay. You just got too much of an outnumbered situation there. 2 men unattended in front of the net. Lambert has no chance whatsoever. 18th goal of the season for Hoogstein. Jesse Bull will get an assist on it as well. I'll tell you, Colorado's got to tighten up in front. We've had 2 goals in this period with unattended players right in front of the net. Might not be a bad time at this point in the game to just regroup a little bit. It's very early for a timeout, but they have had 2 just terrible defensive breakdowns. Jesse Bull out of Faribault, Minnesota will assist on that goal. He played for the St. Paul's Vulcans in the United States Junior Hockey League. He played his high school hockey up in Faribault, Minnesota as Shattuck St. Mary's. And Hoogstein, the kid senior out of Thunder Bay, gets the goal, his 18th of the season. 2-0. North Dakota. You know what you have to be careful of here? North Dakota has dominated Colorado College this year. And the danger you have earlier on in the game is it's a here we go again mentality going through those Colorado College minds. And you have this situation here where you just get real problems in front of the net. Collision over by the face-off dot. Lots of bodies on the ice. Wow, 2 alone. No chance.
That was 12.
You know, that was an attempt, Dave, by the way, to get some time out of that 4th line. Ian Peterson, Chad Hartnell, and K.G. Voorhees, who have played very well for Colorado College in the tournament. But here in the finals, they got a shift out of them and had a collision there by the face-off dot and ended up Hoogstein putting it in the net for his 18th. 2-0.
Needham at center ice, trying to send Bodker in down the left side. Bodker drop pass. Miscommunication with John Austin. Bodker in deep, being checked by Mark Tibbetts. Puck comes loose. Quick shot and a save by Schweitzer off of Stuart Bodker. Nice setup for Bodker. A quick snap shot, and Schweitzer made the stop. Intercepted. Blake moving in. Shoots. Scores! Jason Blake knocked down the pass and was all alone. Judd Lambert being left hung out to dry. And North Dakota with a stunning 3-0 lead less than 8 minutes into the game.
Well, it's just a bad turnover. He's trying to make a flip clear out of the zone. Austin. Puck is going to move over to the inside. Austin doesn't convert the pass. Blake up and over right underneath the crossbar. Boy, I tell you, he makes no mistake with this one. Wham! Upstairs over Lambert's shoulder. 3-0 the score. Bad turnover on the left boards as Austin got the puck in the middle, a little bit behind him. Timeout, Colorado College. I thought they might have called one at the 2-0 mark because of the way they were playing it. Great timeout here, Coach Lucia. You got to regroup the troops, Coach. We've had just bad play in the defensive end.
So North Dakota jumps out to a quick 3-0 lead over Colorado College. We'll be back in a moment on the Deuce. Well, let's see what the Colorado College Tigers try to do a little bit differently after the timeout as we're back underway. 3-0 North Dakota. Mitch Big out to center ice. Tried to send Jeff Ulmer into the zone. It was a tough pass to handle. Turnover. Calder trying to spin away from pressure. Loses control of the puck to center ice. Swanson's drop pass intercepted by Calder, and he flips right back in. Calder, Kevin Hookstein, and Blake, the goal scorers for the Fighting Sioux.
They only have one forward up front who's over two forwards who are over 6 foot tall, but I'll tell you, they are extremely quick, and they're causing Colorado College to turn the puck over and make some very fearless passes in their own end. North Dakota's quickness up front, bothering Colorado.
Flyway trying to set up Darren Clark out in front of the North Dakota goal. He was checked. Flyway goes hard into the boards, and finally a whistle blows for a faceoff. Cam Triway, fine freshman left winger, had the game-winning goal in the opening game of the Eastern Regionals over New Hampshire, and then set up what turned out to be the game-winning goal in a 5-4 win over the top-seed Clarkson.
Yeah, he's a freshman out of Calgary, Alberta, played for Pat Smith's Surrey Eagles in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. At the 6'4", 180 pounds, Cryway. When they get the puck out at the point in power play situations, Cryway likes to set up right in front of the crease and screen.
Peterson wins it back for Needham. Wrist shot hits a body out in front. Jason Blake starts it out for North Dakota. Ahead for Hookstein. He was checked by Needham. Austin, nice little kick pass for Toby Peterson. Stuart Botcher over the line, trying to sift through the defense, got around Williamson, but was broken up. Litke and Needham go for it. Litke gets there first, chips it ahead for Hookstein. He's checked from behind, but gets it to Blake. Jason Blake leaving it. Shot and a save by Lambert, and he flips it to the corner.
Wow, boy, they had another defensive breakdown inside in the zone there where they left the guy alone in front. Hookstein was right to the left of the cage unattended.
Ian Calais was the one that got the tester off on Judd Lambert. Well, tonight at 7:30 here on the Deuce, Game 2 of these NCAA Division I ice hockey semifinals. Boston University, no stranger to the championship round, takes on the defending national champions, Michigan. That's tonight. And then Saturday, the winners of today's game meet for the championship at 1 o'clock on ESPN.
Well, we watched Colorado College play 2 games in the regionals, and against good forwards, Clarkson's and UNH's, excellent speed forwards with some real good quickness, but they didn't cause them the problems this North Dakota team is causing them. They just seem at this point in the first period to be baffled by trying to attempt to cover North Dakota in their defensive end.
Pass too far ahead for Brad Defoe. It rolls in on Lambert. He tries to leave it in deep to Paul Johnson, the defenseman, tied up by Defoe. Defoe out in front, couldn't handle the pass from in behind. We may get a penalty coming up on North Dakota. We will. Canberg was stood up at the line. Schweitzer touches it up, and the Fighting Sioux are going to be shorthanded due to a roughing call.
I think the penalty is going to go against Defoe. We'll have to wait and see. No, it might not be. It's going to go against Armbrust.
Peter Armbrust, a freshman out of Edina, Minnesota.
You know, neither one of these teams take very many penalties. Colorado College has 60 power plays more than its opponents, and North Dakota has 59 power plays more than its opponents. Keep your eye on number 11. He's the one that's going to get the penalty. Far corner, far striker, right there, right by the dot, right inside the dot. Little smack in the mouth gets you sent off. Armbrust, the freshman out of Edina High School in Edina, Minnesota. Important power play here for Colorado College. They need one in the hole. 43 of 224, 19% effectiveness in power play situations. They've given up 8 shorthanded goals when they've been on power play. North Dakota has not had a particularly good shorthand. 34 goals, 156 shorthand scored on 22% of the time, but they do have 8 shorthanded goals. 22% is not real good for a team that has had the kind of season that North Dakota has had, but Colorado College now struggling in their own end to get it into the zone.
This is Clark who slides it in deep. Goodmanson can't get there. Swanson checked by Williamson and dropped by Williamson. Puck comes loose, however. Clark holding through the circle, loses it on the dribble, and it is kept in by Scott Swanson. A great play by the defenseman at the right point.
Well, we've seen him do that before.
Swanson just inside the line, tees it up. Nope, makes the pass. Goodmanson can't handle the pass in the slot.
You know, David, when you see them wind up the slap shoot, that probably means they're not going to shoot. What they really like to do from the point is those little flip shots or wrist shots caused both New Hampshire and Clarkson all sorts of problems. That's kind of that action from the outside.
Toby Peterson was broken up as he brought the puck over the line. Peterson still on the ice. Puck comes loose in the corner. Murphy and Botker go for it. Can't get it. Peterson with it. Toby Peterson, the outstanding freshman for Botker. Back for Peterson. And Elfring couldn't keep it in at the line. Elfring and Rude now at the points. Peterson with Botker and Austin up front for Colorado College. Penalty killers, Calais and Henderson for North Dakota. Curtis Murphy couldn't clear the zone. Shot and gloved by Aaron Schweitzer, and he holds on. There's no rebound. Well, 10 seconds remaining in the power play.
Sorry, Dave. One of the things that North Dakota is going to really have to pay attention to is watching Brian Swanson in front of the net. And this is one of the ways you watch him. You cross-check him, avoid the penalty, knock him out of the way. As Brad Williamson out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, the sophomore, played for the Thunder Bay Flyers. Good job there defensively. Gives Swanson a whack and avoids the penalty. Doesn't come better than that. Again, not real big.
Wrist shot, gloved and covered by Schweitzer. Thunder Bay also the town to produce the Hoogsteins. Thunder Bay, a real popular recruiting spot.
Absolutely. It's a good place to go to find players. Voorhees there, lined up on the left side. He's a right shot, lined up at the left hash mark. Comes across the face-off circle, gets off a wrist shot.
Williamson around the glass, but not out. Kept in by Root. Score! It was deflected out in front. We'll have to wait on the replay to see who got the tip. Aaron Schweitzer going for that high shot, and it was tipped down. And apparently Chad Hartnell is going to be the guy who got a stick on it. Let's wait and take a look at it.
Well, I'll tell you, it goes back to the wrist shot. Here's a little wrister from the point. We talked about that, David, how they love to wrist shot the puck, and I don't think he ever saw the puck until it was just right in front of him. Watch it again, just a little flipper shot by Eric Rude. They love this little flip shot. If you see them wind up, they're probably not shooting the puck. They don't wind up. They flip shot, goes through a screen, never saw the puck goes by, goal Colorado College. Boy, they needed that big time.
Well, that was Eric Rude's goal all the way.
You bet.
A shot that Hoyt Wilhelm would be proud of.
Well, you know, we saw them do it the entire series in the regionals.
So they're on the board. It's North Dakota 3, Colorado College 1. Back in a moment on the Deuce.
Welcome back, everyone. 7:45 remaining in the first period. North Dakota 3, Colorado College 1. Eric Rude out of Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota with the goal. I'll tell you, the wrist shot, how many times we've seen in this tournament, the wrist shot from the point result in the goal.
Aaron Carpin flips it into the left wing corner, but first on it is Curtis Murphy for the Sioux. Hoogstein trying to get the puck off the dasher. Hand passed it, which is all right for Murphy. Cole. Plenty of speed. Quick shot, the block and save by Lambert. Rebound. Cole didn't get much on it. Shot it wide. Tanberg Being checked, can't get the puck out of the zone as Jay Panzer's doing a good job. Panzer tried to center. Big, the defenseman. Penalty coming up on Colorado College. Schweitzer heads to the bench. The Sioux have the extra skater, but Needham will touch up. So no chance for the Sioux to put any extra pressure on Judd Lambert. Well, you'll want to be with us tonight on ESPN at 7:30. It's the championship game of the NIT. Florida State against Michigan. Live from Madison Square Garden. A new champion will emerge tonight as defending champion UConn was eliminated by Florida State in a thrilling overtime victory in the semis. It's the Seminoles and the Wolverines tonight at 7:30. The NIT title game on ESPN.
Dan Peters picks up the penalty. The freshman out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Gets a high sticking penalty in the corner. North Dakota on power play. 22% of the time they score. 34 of 156. Colorado College stingy in shorthand. Scored on 27 out of 164. Boy, that looked like it might have been.
That looked like it wouldn't be offside.
Said no.
Darren Clark, shorthanded bid. He is ridden off the play by Dane Litke. Starting back, David Hookstein. He rolls it around the boards. Lambert out to play it. Clark can't chip it out. Litke, good play to keep it in. Murphy. Calder slides it in the corner. Hookstein takes the hit. Henderson over to try to help out for North Dakota. Calder back for Murphy. Took it off the heel of his stick. Tried to make the pass to Litke. Went out to center ice, so the Sioux will have to regroup. Brian Swanson and Stuart Botker. Now the penalty killers up front for Colorado. Botker with an excellent effort to chip it into the North Dakota zone. Calder onside. Waits for help. Matt Henderson looking down low for Ian Calais. It didn't click. Calais fighting Eric Rude for it. Rude goes down with the puck under him and gets a whistle. But North Dakota club has plenty of weapons, don't they, Bob?
Oh, they sure do. You know, I'll tell you, Colorado College doesn't take too many penalties, but Dan Peters picks up a penalty right there. High stick right by the neck.
Yeah, third time never fails.
Wow, that's a legitimate penalty. He earned his trip to the sin bin.
That was a concerted effort by the freshman defenseman. He was determined to get a whistle.
Got some bouncing of the bodies out there early on.
Pivots with a shot through a maze of legs, goes wide.
Everybody's wrist shooting the puck from the point.
Hookstein, Kevin that is decked as the puck is cleared up over the glass and into the seats, and they're going to bring it back in the Colorado zone as Dean Blaze looks on. Has to be pleased with the way his kids have played through the first 14 minutes and 16 seconds of this national semifinal.
You know, Dave, one of the things that goaltenders listen for is the sound of the shot from the point. It helps them in timing. And when you don't give them a sound to react to, sometimes the puck can surprise the goaltender. And that's what happened on that shot from the point by Rude. That was just a wrist shot, and Schweitzer clearly never heard the shot, wasn't ready for it, slipped right by him. Blake
for Hookstein off the draw. Kevin Hookstein in deep, checked all the way by Bob Needham and upended by Needham. Blake sliding it back. Shot by Williamson, hit a leg and went wide. Lambert almost upended in the crease by Brad DeFaw.
What kind of shot was that?
Wrist shot.
Absolutely. Over and over again.
Botker centering pass for Toby Peterson. Backhander save.
Great save. Great save, Schweitzer. That was going in inside far post.
Penalty almost up. 8 seconds left to go. And the Tiger fans here at the Bradley Center applauding the penalty killing efforts of Colorado College. Blake over the line as the Tigers are back at full strength. Hookstein saved by Elfring. That had beaten Lambert to the far side, but Elfring was there to intercept it and keep it out of the net. We'll definitely want to get another look at that one. Rude flips it in deep. Colorado College finishing its change as Curtis Murphy, the junior defenseman, starts it up ice. Murphy for Big. He is checked. Botker kept it in. Now it comes out to center ice. Brian Swanson, Eric Rude with Ian Calais. Kevin. Quick shift by Peter Armbrust, and he lost control of the dribble as he did. Jason Ulmer went hard into Rude. Rude with it, trying to send out Canberra. Ulmer working his way out in front. Broken up. Swanson able to carry it out. Brian Swanson took a high stick from Peter Andrus unintentionally. Eric Rude winding up as North Dakota's in the middle of a line change. Rude lost control of the puck. Turnover for North Dakota. Jeff Ulmer can't make the play. Matt Henderson for Williamson. Backhander in deep. Here's Adam Calder. He had the first goal of the game. He's checked in deep by Swanson. And a whistle. 3-1. North Dakota leading Colorado College.
You know, I'll tell you, Colorado College needed a goal to make this thing 3-2, but Schweitzer denied him. Watch the right skate. Just a tremendous save by Schweitzer. Keeps it 3-1.
The march for a national title that began back in October is almost over. It'll either be Colorado College, North Dakota, Boston University, or Michigan that comes away with the title.
North Dakota's been hurting Colorado College on its own faceoffs. Colorado won that one.
Goodmanson tries to clear and does. Just barely. Puck dumped right back in by Litke. Dan Peters. Behind his own net. Jason Blake.
One-man forecheck on a setup. One-man forecheck on a setup. They really don't know where to pass the puck to. They're going to trap him right in center zone. Right there.
Break up at center ice. Bull trying to move in. He was checked. Bull. Now Hookstein. Kevin Hookstein draws a crowd. Carpin. Bull. Penalty coming up. And it's going to be on Colorado College for a trip on Jesse Bull.
I think it's going to be, we'll have to wait and see. I've called one wrong tonight, but I think it's Needham. I'm going to go at it again. I'm going to say it's Needham for hooking.
Well, coming up on our Taco Bell intermission, we'll be taking a look at what's going on with ESPN News. And we'll also bring you the first period highlights and Bob Norton's analysis of the first 20 minutes. Let's take a look at the penalty.
Well, you know, the look on Don Lucia's face said everything. It's a roughing call on Needham. I thought it was going to be a hook. Boarding call is what it was. A boarding call. So he had a choice. He could pick from a number of penalties there. He ends up sending him off for boarding. 2 minutes nonetheless. North Dakota on their second power play of the night. Neither team heavily penalized during the season. Now, when you have one team, Colorado College, with 60 more power play attempts than its opponents, and North Dakota with 59 more power play attempts than their opponents, that's a pretty good plus statistic, and part of the reason both teams are here.
Curtis Murphy through center ice, dumps it in deep. Elfring and Lambert couldn't hook up. Popped over Lambert's stick. As a result, North Dakota with some pressure. Hookstein trying to center for Matt Henderson. It was broken up just in the nick of time. Murphy for Litke. Wrist shot, bouncing puck, hit a leg out in front. Shot and a save by Lambert off of Dave Hookstein.
Boy, he made a great save right there. Keep this thing 3-1. Point blank shot by Hookstein.
Elfring can't clear it out. Kept in by Calder. Henderson to the corner, spinning away from pressure. Murphy passes up the shot. Shot out in front was blocked up high off the glass. Calder from behind the net, trying to hook up with Henderson. Murphy for Matt Henderson. He'll set up, try to make a play. Down low, Calder. Hookstein out in front. He was looking for Henderson. Elfring broke it up. Good pressure by North Dakota, but thus far no shots in on Lambert.
They have 1 minute and 31 seconds and counting left in the period. 29 seconds now left in the shorthand. I'll tell you, Hookstein had a great opportunity to make this thing 4-1, and Lambert, as he's done all tournament, made a key save.
Hookstein, Kevin, that is, slips and falls as he tried to stop and curl. And Peters tried to tee it up to clear it, was checked from behind. Williamson kept it in. Defoe down low, backhander, and a save as Jay Panzer tried to stuff it in short side.
Can't wind up with a slap shot clear in your own zone like that. That's a big mistake, and they almost paid for it by giving up another goal. Slap shot clear, big mistake in your own end.
Well, after what we saw of Colorado College during the regionals, they are making some uncharacteristic mental mistakes in their own end.
I'll tell you, one of the things they did, they played very strong, intense defense in their own defensive end in that 5-on-4, and they got a break because they had a couple of situations where something could have been called and wasn't. This is one on Elfring as he does a WWF takedown on number 22, Matt Henderson, and this is just a great save by Lambert on Hookstein. Watch him, he's going to push off that right leg. Go ahead and make that stop. Nice save.
Under a minute to go in the period. Penalty is up, so Colorado College is back at full strength, looking to try to get a face-off in deep, and they get the whistle. Colorado College and North Dakota during the regular season, 5 meetings. North Dakota won 3 of them and gained a draw on the others. You look at Don Lucia, the outstanding young coach of Colorado College, after doing a good job to put Alaska Anchorage on the map in college hockey, moved to Colorado College and has had them in postseason play all 4 years he's been there.
He's a great coach. We saw him do a superb coaching job, saving legs, going a one-man forecheck in the second period against Clarkson with a 4-0 lead that I thought was one of the outstanding coaching moves in the tournament. Really saved their legs for the third period, where they needed everything they had because they had to hold on against Clarkson and win it 5-4.
20 seconds left to go in the period. Puck chipped up over the glass and into the seats just below us. So we'll get a face-off. It'll be just outside the Colorado College line.
You know, Colorado College comes back and looks at the film of this game. One of the things they're going to be very upset with is their in-zone defensive play in the first period. Dean Blaze's North Dakota team took advantage of 3 miscues, just bad defensive plays that you know that Don Lucia does not expect at the late part of March in the semifinals of the NCAA tournament. And when you make them against a good team at this level, they make you pay.
Murphy carries in. Blake in after it. Battles Elfring for control. The Colorado defenseman chips it up ahead to Stuart Bodker. Only a few seconds remain, however. Murphy at center ice. And here's the horn, signaling the end of period number 1. Bob, your thoughts on period 1?
Well, I think that goal that Colorado College scored late in the period was a huge goal, because it at least makes the next goal a very important one. Eric Root's goal is 7th. Got them back to 3-1. They will be blitzed out of here 3-0 by North Dakota early on. They did tighten up defensively, and that's got to help them.
We've played 20 minutes of hockey with number 2 seeded North Dakota leading unseeded Colorado College 3-1. We'll be checking in with ESPN News next. Well, some guys will do anything to get fan support as you look at the Colorado College Tiger mascot wearing a cheese head, trying to pull the Wisconsin fans here at the Bradley Center in and root for the Colorado College Tigers. They could use a little of everything right about now, Bob, as they try to get back into this hockey game, trailing North Dakota by a score of 3-1 after 20 minutes. North Dakota couldn't have played a better period. Certainly Colorado College can't say that. Well,
they didn't play well in the first part of the first period, particularly until Don Lucia called a timeout down 3-0. They played very badly in their own defensive end. Lots of turnovers. That was a big problem.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights from the first period.
Well, you know, you watch the problems that they have. You can see it in this situation. Watch right here. Right in the defensive zone, you've got a double team inside, and that leaves a man alone right in front of the net. That ends up being the first goal. Adam Calder from Henderson and pivots. I think Swanson was out of position on that one, got himself caught behind. Then Kevin Hookstein will take advantage. You're going to have 2 guys right in front of the net. Jesse Bull and Jay Ponser assist Hookstein's 18th goal of the season. Now this one right here, watch what happens here. As you see right along the sideboards, you see a turnover as they've got the puck on the left side and they just toss it to the middle. You can't toss it in there as you have a turnover. Blake gets the puck, walks in alone, fires the puck by, gets the goal. Jason Blake, unassisted goal. Peter Ambrose turned the puck over there on the left, number 11, Bob Needham, turned the puck over the left sideboards. Little flipper shot there by Eric Root from the outside, causes lots of problems. Goaltender right in front of the net. Schweitzer doesn't see it till it's by him. 3-1 the score. Calder, Hookstein, and Blake. Henderson pivots. Bull, Ponser have the helpers for North Dakota. No assist on the Root goal.
Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of North Dakota. Of course, one guy not getting any shots for Colorado College was Brian Swanson. Swanson, a key to the offensive attack, and Dean Blaze, the head coach at North Dakota, knows that if his club's going to make out, they have to continue to do what they did in the first period, and that is keep Swanson off the board as Lambert makes a nice save. We had a chance to talk to North Dakota head coach Dean Blaze yesterday about strategy and just how his Fighting Sioux are going to try to make it 4 wins and 6 tries this year over Colorado College. Dean said, well, if we're going to do it tomorrow, meaning the semifinal game, Brian Swanson is the object of our affection. He cannot be the one that beats us. Anybody else, we can live with it. But Swanson cannot be the guy, and so far, Bob, they've really kept a blanket on him.
Well, they put the whack on him on the one Colorado power play, cross-checked him in front of the net and avoided a penalty. That helped him a little bit. But Swanson on the ice for a goal against. Really, I think it might have been his defensive breakdown. Didn't pick up his opposing center, Adam Calder, in front of the net. Calder was alone for the goal.
Darren Clark into the corner with Lidke. Dane Lidke checking. Pass out in front. Nobody home. But Adam Calder, and Calder starts to rush up ice. Checked at center ice by Needham and broken up. Swanson, blind pass, intercepted by Calder, and Swanson gets it back. North Dakota in a line change right now. Swanson comes to center ice, checked nicely. Good play by David Hookstein. Jason Blake tripped as he came over the line, flips it into the corner. Big, the defenseman throws it right through the slot, nobody there. Murphy hustles up to keep it in. High off the glass. North Dakota reacting to the puck very well thus far in this game. Darren Clark on the top wing. Throws it into the right wing corner as Colorado changes up. Mitch Big, junior defenseman from Bismarck, North Dakota, banks it out of the zone. Cal Elford, veteran defenseman for Colorado College, shoots it right back in. Drop pass for Blake. He was checked out in front. Bodker couldn't handle the pass. Room for the shot, a high shot, and Schweitzer was able to bring it down. Boy, a dangerous opportunity there for Colorado College.
Well, I tell you, this Colorado College team would make you believe in the wrist shot because they give opposing goaltender lots of problems with the wrist shot from the outside. Rude loves it. WCHA Defensive Player of the Year the last 2 seasons. Schweitzer, the young goaltender, 18 when he started off, 19 now, came out of midget. Good concentration, no screen in front of him. Big did a good job of keeping Colorado forward from in front of the net. Gave the goaltender Schweitzer a pretty good look at the shot, that flipper shot from the outside by Eric Rude.
Peter wins the draw back to Peterson to Rude, and his shot was blocked. Mark Pivets, the senior from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, went down to block it. Boy, Rude showing a lot of offensive capabilities.
Well, he has some offensive capabilities. We saw him play well offensively in the regional tournament. This time he sees an opening. This is like the Red Sea opening. Watch number 3 come right up the shoot. Block that play. Nice move there because he plugged the middle when Rude thought he had an opening up the shoot. Good play by Pivets, the defenseman out of Edmonton, Alberta.
Blake wins the draw this time against Toby Peterson. Jay Panzer trying to bank it out of the zone. Elfring fighting to keep it in and does so far. Austin helps out to chip it in deep. Pivots, backpedaling a little bit, looking for Blake, intercepted. Quick shot by Toby Peterson. Rebound, scores! Toby Peterson on a rebound of his own shot beats Aaron Schweitzer, and just like that, the Tigers are within 1. Toby Peterson, the Minnesota High School Player of the Year a year ago, makes the score 3-2.
Well, they throw one into the black hole right up the chute. You don't want to put it there. Peterson intercepts. Snapshot, play the body. Don't let him sift through. North Dakota fishing for the puck. Let Peterson watch. Now, after he makes the shot, somebody's got to play the shooter. Nobody plays the shooter. Goaltender Schweitzer leaves the rebound right out in front. Peterson, a flipper shot up and over the shoulder. Huge goal for Colorado College. Toby Peterson's 17th, but a misplay by North Dakota in their defensive end. They threw the puck into the black hole, picked off by Peterson. He ran it right up the middle.
Boy, on a bouncy puck. Great hands by Toby Peterson. TJ Tamberg tried to sift through the defense, was broken up. Puck is fired in by Jason Ulmer. Lambert out to sweep it away. Ulmer back on it again. Bob Needham in the corner, avoids a hit from Peter Armbrust. 3-2, North Dakota's lead has been cut to 1. We've got ourselves a hockey game. 17:25 remains in the second. Lidke a shot, blocker save. And Lambert was able to sweep it to the corner. Defaw, check. Defaw and Carpenter pry it loose, and Needham whistles it around the boards and out of the zone. This will be icing against the Tigers. Well, ever since the timeout called by Don Lucia, Colorado College has settled right down, has played a far better game than they demonstrated in the early moments.
Well, David, we've had 2 goals tonight caused by hurried passes into the center of the ice. Jason Blake's unassisted goal. North Dakota's last one, Bob Needham had the puck along the sideboards and threw it right to the middle of the ice. That time, Toby Peterson picks up a centering pass thrown right into the abyss inside the blue line, and he's the wrong guy to get it from North Dakota's perspective because he can dangle and handle it. And the freshman out of Bloomington Jefferson High School, played for Tom Satterdahl there, scored the goal, 17th of the season for Peterson.
Cal Elfring gains the red line and slides it in on Schweitzer. Play along the near side boards. Here's Darren Clark. Wrist shot was blocked. Goes to the corner, Cryway. Broken up by Calder. Calder able to chip it out to center ice. In deep, Curtis Murphy for Brian Swanson. Checked by Big and broken up. And the Sioux started out. Calder a little too far ahead for Matt Henderson. Elfring on it first, takes a wallop from Henderson. Scott Swanson ahead for Brian Swanson. Now here's Cam Cryway down the left side. Cryway's centering pass was broken up. Brad Williamson, a good play to send the Fighting Sioux away. Matt Henderson trying to move in deep. Henderson in, shot, score! Matt Henderson. Some deft stick handling as he moved in and beat Judd Lambert, and it's a 4-2 North Dakota lead.
Matt Henderson gets his 12th goal of the season, and this is a situation where North Dakota catches Colorado College. There was a delayed penalty call. There's a change right here. Henderson down the right side. Now the advantage is he's a left shot, holds onto the puck, can work it to the front of the net, gets deflected, and I think it goes right by the inside pole off Eric Rude's stick. Advantage coming to the front of the net, off wing, come on your forehand, off the Rude stick, inside the pole. Lambert has no chance, 12th goal of the season. Big goal for North Dakota. They had given up 2 goals to Colorado College to allow them to bring this thing back to 3-2, but this one makes it 4-2. Henderson's 12th of the season. The late penalty against Colorado during that play, a hook coming back, is they just had a very, very bad line change situation.
John Austin battling in deep. Puck comes loose for Mark Pivets. He loses the handle to it. Out comes Jason Blake. He has a goal already. Blake going wide, tried to center. It was blocked. Austin and Blake collide. Puck comes loose. Austin trying to chip it out of the zone, and the intensity picked up here. Down low, quick shot, score! David Hookstein. David Hookstein, the brother of Kevin, who already has a goal, gets one himself, and just like that, the Fighting Sioux have their lead back up to 3.
Well, I'll tell you, there's some great forechecking along the sideboards by North Dakota. They just caused this turnover by intensity of forecheck. That's Jason Blake. He was a disturber. What a great pass he made to Calais, and Calais moves it over to Hookstein. But it's all Blake. Blake with the forecheck. Blake with that little short pass. Calais gets it over to Hookstein, and Hookstein puts it by. As North Dakota is blowing this game open in the second period, 5-2, after Colorado College brought it back to 1 goal. But a huge play by Jason Blake, the sophomore out of Moorhead, Minnesota, on the sideboards. The forecheck and the pass.
Mitch Big in on it first, took a hit from T.J. Tanberg. Jesse Bull around the board looking for Kevin Hookstein. He got tied up with Bob Needham. The puck goes all the way down to the Colorado College zone. A glove save off of a shot by Jesse Bull. Whoa, that one had smoke on it, and Lambert went up and pulled it down. Little smile from Jay Panzer on that shot. Here's a look at the goal from Hookstein to make it 5-2 Sioux.
Welcome back, everyone. Here you see the North Dakota bench with head coach Dean Blaze. That's a pretty impressive statistic, and Colorado College hasn't won a game all season when their opponent scores 5, and you're not going to win many when your opponent scores 5.
But I'm sure Don Lucia is telling his boys we still have more than half a hockey game to try to make up the difference. So previous statistics don't bode well. Scramble around the net, and Lambert held the short side. Getting back nicely to break up the play was Jeff Ulmer. Good back checking by the right wing. Ulmer loses control at center ice, and Adam Calder picks it up for Ulmer, and Jeff sends it around the boards. Matt Henderson and Bob Needham collide at the board. Swanson couldn't pick it up. Quick shot by Ulmer, saved by Lambert. We've got a penalty coming up, and it's going to go against Colorado College. We've got a cross-check being called.
Yeah, problems begin to thicken for Colorado College as at the wrong time. They're going to take a cross-checking penalty. Just to go over those last 2 goals, Henderson scored the North Dakota goal at 3:58 to make it 4-2 from Brian Williamson. And then at 4:41, that was off an Eric Root stick. And then Hookstein on a great play by Blake and Calais at 4:41, right in front of the net. High sticking. Not much question about that call. Cross-check.
Paul Johnson, the big defenseman.
Paul Johnson takes a penalty. Johnson out of Crookston, Minnesota, played junior hockey for the St. Paul Vulcans.
Lidke, wrist shot, deflects in on Lambert. He made the save, although he didn't see it. Panzer deflected it to his stick side. Quick shot up over Lambert. And out of the zone, Murphy and Lidke going back into their own end to get it.
Boy, clearly in college hockey, and we've seen it so much in the latter part of the season, a philosophy of risk shooting the puck from the point. All these teams in the NCAA regionals and playoffs making an excellent power play attempt when they wrist shot the puck from the point, causing goaltenders a lot of trouble.
Curtis Murphy, Dane Lidke. An interesting combination up front for North Dakota. Defoe with Panzer and Kevin Hookstein. Obviously, Dean Blaze comfortable with using many combinations up front on his power play. Bob Needham, Panzer in pursuit. Can't clear. Lidke kept it out. Now it's carried out of the zone by Brian Swanson. Swanson trying to get around his last man is tripped up. No call as Curtis Murphy got a piece of the puck. Good play by Murphy. Jason Blake, touch pass ahead for Kevin Hookstein. Moving in, looking for Blake, and he was broken up. Check just at the last second by Lambert. But Lambert, good aggressive goaltender, will come out when he has to, and he did that time. David Hookstein overskated. Jason Blake trying to set up Brad Williamson, deflected in on Lambert, and he squeezes the pads and gets the whistle. Adam Calder tried to tip it home, but Lambert would have none of it.
Again, that shot from the outside, a very, very difficult. Williamson almost converts with Calder with a little flipper shot. Swanson gets defended pretty well on the defensive end here. Thought this might have been hooking by a little takedown. I'll tell you, the Colorado fans are right to complain about that one. That was a hand takedown and a stick takedown. Deflection in front by Calder. Again on a wrist shot from the outside.
They don't use the wish shot nearly as much as they used to, do they?
Brian Williamson's a heck of a wish shotter.
Puck is up over the glass, and holding his arm is Cal Elfring, the defenseman for Colorado.
Want to take a chance here, an opportunity here to say hello to my former coach, Dewey King, who was a graduate of the University of North Dakota. I know he's watching this game tonight with his wife, today with his wife Peggy in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and he started his coaching career with one of the all-time greats, Badger Bob Johnson at the University of North Dakota. So hello, Dewey and Peggy. Not real hockey fans by birth, but they're North Dakota fans, tried and true.
Intercepted by Williamson, deflected in, but a save off of Dave Hookstein by Lambert, and the puck is cleared. Williamson made a good play from that left point. As the Fighting Sioux and the Colorado College Tigers are back at full strength now as the penalty is up. Ulmer dropping it off for Jason Blake. Blake was broken up by Swanson. Swanson 2-on-1 with Darren Clark. Back for Swanson, wrist shot, and it's blocked. It never did get to Schweitzer. Brad Williamson made a nice play. And back the other way, David Hookstein takes a hit from Dan Peters and is broken up.
Yeah, Clark might have forced that one into traffic, trying to get it into Swanson, because Swanson was better covered there than Clark was.
Clark with Cryway, centering pass in the skates, and Clark couldn't handle it. Calais out to center ice for Armbrust. He was checked. Cryway just chipped it back into the North Dakota zone, then tried to put a hit on Mark Pivets, and he was ready, and Cryway took the worst of that collision. There's nothing worse when you go to line somebody up and they're ready for it.
Well, it's the wrong guy to pick. He's going to line up. Pivets is 6'5", 205, the biggest North Dakota guy.
Cryway couldn't pick out a bigger guy on the ice. Peters, the freshman defenseman, wheeling backwards in his own zone, out to center ice for Sandberg. Pivots with it now, shoots it back in for the Fighting Sioux. 5-2, North Dakota leading Colorado College just about midway through this national semifinal. The winner to move on to Saturday's title game against either defending champion Michigan or BU. Here's Ulmer. Jeff Ulmer. On the wing. Calais centering pass. Couldn't hook up with Jesse Bull. Pass was just a little bit out of reach. Lambert able to sweep one away as Ulmer chipped a shot on net. And the Fighting Sioux are buzzing in the Colorado College zone. Here's Cal Elfring carrying it out to center ice. Colorado wants a line change, so Elfring just flips it into the zone. Wheeling back out. Ian Calais. Upended. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Eric Rude. Off the stick of Stuart Bodker. Ian Peterson on the ice with brother Toby. Now Toby tries to center. It is just kicked away by Brad Williamson. Kept Bodker from getting a stick on it. Out of the corner comes Toby Williamson. Couldn't stuff it home short side. And finally the puck is just iced. But it is on net, so no icing. Lambert forced to make the save. North Dakota in a change. Rude hustling up ice trying to catch the Fighting Sioux. Slides it in deep. Big is on it first. This Big trying to clear. Can't do it. Kept in by Peters at the right point. Armbrust out to center ice. A little tug on Jason Ulmer. No call. It's a pretty big league hold on Jason Ulmer. Tigers lucky not to get a penalty. Mitch Big hustles over. Gains the red line. Dumps it in. It hit the official. Big keeps it on its way down low. Peters around the board. It's going to be Curtis Murphy who fires it out in front. Puck is loose. Big from the left point. Deflects in on Lambert. Blocker save. Jason Ulmer slides it in the slot. Body's flying. Puck comes loose. Brian Swanson comes away with it. A 3-on-2 for the time being. Darren Clark over the line. Tried to drop it off the Cryway. Didn't work.
Yeah, excellent cover inside there, David. You know, you subscribed to coming up ice, but that was a 3-on-3. Everybody covered.
Up over the glass goes the puck. We're going to get a whistle with 8:28 left to go in this second period. North Dakota 5, Colorado College 2 on the deuce.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Bradley Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 8:28 remaining. Some banging in the second period. Pivots and Cryway. Cryway the hitter, but becomes the hittee. Here, Peters puts a hook on Ulmer. Gets away with an on-call. Referee, I think, doing a good job. Some banging in front of the net of that last North Dakota series. No call either.
Sifting through and going to the corner. Hartnell tried to center. Couldn't really get control of the puck. Tibbetts gave him a pop for good measure. Jason Blake flips it in wide of Lambert, who slows it down for Bob Needham. Needham circling his net. Has to reverse direction. Scott Swanson. Good aggressive forecheck deep by Hootstein. North Dakota's been doing a good job of that, Bob, throughout the game.
Well, they're very quick. You know, we talked earlier about they don't have a lot of size up front. Hootstein's only 5'7". Brother Kevin is 5'10".
Stuart Bodker whistled one wide far side. Needham from the left point, gloved by Schweitzer, and he'll hold on.
You know, they have in the program Jason Blake being 5'10". He's no more 5'10" than he's probably closer to 5'8". 5-2 the score. 7:41 remaining in the second period. University of North Dakota leads. We'll be right back with more.
Aaron Schweitzer, the freshman goaltender for North Dakota, the picture of concentration as the draw is coming to his right. John Austin and Jesse Bull, and now Bull is whistled out. It'll be Kevin Hoogstein who'll take the draw against Austin. 5-2 North Dakota. Colorado College desperately in need of a goal to get back into this thing. Bull trying to work it out of the zone. Kept in by Rude at the point. Now Bull chips it out 2-on-1 with Panzer. Bull moving in. Just scores! Jesse Bull gave a little look to the slot for Jay Panzer and then pulled the trigger and beat Judd Lambert 5-hole. And it is 6-2 North Dakota.
Well, you have a slider on the right boards and they miss it. Coming up the right side. Watch it over here on the right side. Get up a little higher with that thing. Over here on the right side of the ice. Whoops. We'll get it out. We'll get this thing fixed up here. Right up here on the right side. Right side. Slide by Rude. Out they come. Here it goes. Jesse Bull coming down the ice. Now they have another problem. They have Elfring losing an edge coming into the zone. Fires a shot. Score.
Boy, and Panzer was there in perfect position for a rebound if there was one.
Well, Roots is trying to keep the puck in the zone, trying to make a play, and As a result of trying to make the play, he ends up giving up the 2-on-1, and Panther Cole puts it aside, puts it in the hole. His 15th goal of the season.
Well, Colorado College is 0-9-1 when they have given up 4 goals or 5 goals or more to an opponent. So things not looking good for the Tigers as North Dakota is playing near perfect hockey at this point. Jason Goodmanson trying to move in. Ridden off the play by Mitch Vig. A good, strong defensive effort by the North Dakota D. Shot from the point by Rude is blocked. And Vig is able to coax it out of the zone for Calais. Ian Calais trying to stick handle through the defense. Lost control and was checked. Defoe down low. Broken stick. Defoe hit the post. Rebound came right back out in the slot. Brad Defoe, the freshman, almost had a goal, but Lambert got a help from his buddy to the right, the post, and icing is called against North Dakota.
Well, I tell you, North Dakota really putting a domination on Colorado College, taking advantage of offensive opportunities. That Jesse Bull score, 12:42, was unassisted, made the score 6-2. Listen to this clanger on the shot by Brad Defoe, the freshman out of Apple Valley, Minnesota.
Boy, there were bodies flying, stick blades flying, and the puck flying to the right of Judd Lambert. Watch Brad Defoe tease it up.
Blank.
Woo.
Defoe played for Apple Valley High School in Apple Valley, Minnesota. They were the 1996 Minnesota High School champions. Pure freshman right out of high school, 6'2", 205 pounds. Snapped that one off.
Calder was upended away from the play by Bob Needham. No call. Darren Clark flips it into the right wing corner. Back on it first was Brad Williamson. Puck chipped into the Colorado College zone. Calder going after Jeff Ulmer. Nice setup. Matt Henderson sits out front. Shot. Good save by Lambert. That one off the right shoulder. What a great shift down low by Matt Henderson to work his way out front. Henderson again with a shot. He is slammed to the ice. That was Adam Calder, who was knocked down on a hard check by Paul Johnson. Henderson at center ice, chipped it right back, is carried out by Brian Swanson, and the North Dakota crowd applauding the effort of their Fighting Sioux. 5:15 left to go as Jeff Ulmer slides it into the Tiger zone. 6-2, North Dakota. The Fighting Sioux getting ever closer to a date for Saturday's title game. Jason Blake check. Toby Peterson around the boards. Cal Elfring for Scott Swanson. Ian Peterson to Stuart Bodker. Bodker over the line, left side, drops it off. Shot by Scott Swanson is blocked. Mark Tibbetts made a nice stop. That's twice he's made a block on shots. 3-on-1. Blake with Hookstein. Save off of Hookstein by Lambert with the left pass.
That's a good choice by Hookstein. He was the middleman, had the best shot. He took it, had Blake on the right side, but Hookstein snapped one off.
Well, it's been all North Dakota. They've outshot Colorado College 28-14. They lead at 6-2 in the second. ESPN has all the exciting action of the women's basketball Final Four tomorrow night when Old Dominion takes on Stanford at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And then at 9, it'll be Notre Dame's Fighting Irish against Tennessee. Notre Dame making their first trip ever to the Final Four.
I tell you, Matt Henderson almost made this thing 7-2. Judd Lambert up and over the shoulder. Puck just barely cleared by Needham. And Needham wrapped somebody right at the goal line, avoiding a cross-checking call. 4:24 remaining, 6-2 the score. North Dakota leading. Toby Peterson scored to make it 3-2 at the beginning of the second period at 2:04 and unassisted goals. But Matt Henderson, David Hookstein, and Jesse Bull for North Dakota, and that's made it 6-2 as they've blown the game open.
Here comes Colorado College on the attack. Peters rushed into teammate Tanberg and was broken up. That's the kind of day it's been for Colorado College. They played almost mistake-free hockey in the Eastern Regional, but they have been all thumbs for the most part today here at the Bradley Center. Hartnell checked as he came over the line by Williamson. Lidke out to center ice. He clears the zone, put it right on the stick of Scott Swanson, who fires back in. Both clubs changing up. Clock ticking, 3:35 left to go in the second period. Colorado College desperately in seek of at least one, if not two goals. Darren Clark trying to move it out. Intercepted by Calder. Adam Calder, who has the goal, sets it back for Ulner. Jeff Ulner was broken up. And a whistle blows the play dead. Calder may be down and injured in the corner. That is Adam Calder. Well, he is going to require some attention.
Clark was pretty inattentive with the puck there as he tried to move it to his right side, and Calder jumped on that errant pass.
Let's take a look at our Nike storyline. To this point in the hockey game, during the season, North Dakota owned the Tigers. And today has been no different, but it's been quick hitters, Bob, in burst. 2 goals within 33 seconds of the first period. 2 goals again in short, rapid fire in the second.
Well, you see in that place, in that situation, Rude has it, but then he gives the puck up, and it becomes a 2-on-1 coming down the ice, and Elfring loses an edge, gives the shooter a chance. Lambert's made a lot of great saves in this tournament. He'd like to have that one back. Jesse Bull gets a goal, and for Bull, the sophomore out of Fairmont, Minnesota, that's his 15th of the season.
Jeff Ulmer tried to set up Matt Henderson after the turnover, but the shot was blocked. Darren Clark goes hard into the corner with Mitch Big. Big giving Clark all sorts of trouble. Puck comes to the near side. Force controlled there by Murphy. It just flips out to center ice, and we've got 2 players tangled in deep. It's Clark and Big. And undoubtedly, they'll both be having a seat for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's why the delayed offside whistle was blown, because you had 2 players. The offside team was still inside the goal line. That's an automatic offside whistle.
Darren Clark had the game-winning goal against Clarkson in the Eastern Regional Final that put Colorado College in this game.
Yeah, they're both going to the penalty box. Clark goes to the wrong penalty box, and in that situation, Vig tells him to get out of his penalty box and head to the other one. There's Vig and Clark. That the little tete-a-tete lasts for quite a while. They just get going, get at each other. Here's Clark. Take him down again. See if he can turn him over and pin him. Turn him over and pin him. Try to get him down. Get a 1-2-3 count. Referee blows the whistle on the offside, and both of them are going to the penalty box.
We're glad you're with us here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dave Shea and Bob Norton on hand for the first of 2 NCAA National semifinal games. Later tonight, you'll see it here on the Deuce, Boston University against defending champion Michigan.
4-on-4 situation here. Colorado College and North Dakota. North Dakota would like to get one more to make this thing 7-2 heading into the locker room. You know, we wrote off Clarkson last week with the score 5-1, Dave, and figured that hockey game was over when Colorado scored the goal to make it 5-1. Clarkson came back to make it a 5-4 game. So anything can happen in the game of hockey. You're going to get a couple of power plays, get a couple of quick ones. You can get back in the hunt. But I'll tell you, this North Dakota team looks very, very well coached. They're doing some exceptional things and being able to move the puck effectively. And their forecheck and moving the puck in the offensive zone is excellent.
Toby Peterson over the line, wanted to drop it out, forced wide by Pivots. Peterson has the puck checked off the stick and back to Eric Rude. Neutral ice. Backpedals into his own end.
That's pretty play by Pivots out of one of my favorite places. Played junior hockey in Saskatoon.
Who is your favorite junior team?
Powell River Paper Kings.
Yeah.
Right. Chilliwack Chiefs won a close second. Or maybe, wait a minute, hold on for a second. The Avon Old Farms Winged Beavers. Or the Northfield Mount Herman Hoggers.
The Winged Beavers.
The Winged Beavers. There's a big statue of a winged beaver when you come on campus down in Avon.
Well,
the Winged Beavers of Avon Old Farms.
If they can clone a sheep, I'm sure they could create a winged beaver.
Powell River Paper Kings.
Just under 2 minutes left to go in this second period. Hartnell. Now back to the point. Williamson avoids a check. Tried to slide it down low. He was looking for Jay Panzer, but he was all tangled up.
Yeah, that was one of the few times in this first and second period that Colorado College really had good solid man-to-man defense in the defensive zone. It has been an ongoing problem for them all game long. Stabilized a little bit early, but, you know, they got down to 3-0 right off the bat with some real poor in-zone defensive cover.
In 35 seconds, both teams will be back at full strength. Right now, it's 4-on-4. A lot of open ice. Tryway can't take the pass. He was headed to the bench, and the puck goes in deep. North Dakota will start it out with Jeff Ulmer. Sliding it in the left wing corner for Panzer. Backhander save Lambert, and he squeezes the pads and holds on. 1:02 left in this second period. Another close call for Judd Lambert and the Tigers. Now coming up on ESPN, It's the 1997 Slam Dunk and Three-Point Championship tonight at 9:30 from Market Square Arena in Indianapolis. Dick Vitale and Brad Nessel will bring you all the excitement of the college slam dunk and three-point competition.
I tell you, this is a pretty good shot here by Panzer. It's a little change of pace shot. Colton had some trouble with it. Jake Panzer out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. North Dakota Mr. Hockey in 1994. Backup goaltender Tom Fillion was North Dakota Mr. Hockey in 1993. So they have two of them. Tom Fillion from Minot, North Dakota, and Panzer from Grand Forks.
Jason Blake over the line. Both teams full strength. Back in to save. Lambert just swept the rebound away. Hookstein was there looking for his second of the game. Curtis Murphy, a shot through a crowd, is deflected wide. Blake on it first for North Dakota. Looking for Ian Calais. Calais leaving it for Kevin Hookstein. Back for Calais alone in front. He is checked from behind by Darren Clark. Didn't pull the trigger quickly enough. And back comes Jason Goodmanson. Goodmanson holding for Scott Swanson. His shot deflected by Curtis Murphy up over the glass. 12.9 seconds left to go in this second period. Close calls at both ends.
Well, I'll tell you, this line of Blake, Hookstein, and Calais have outstanding speed. Blake just controls the puck up at the top of the circle. Excellent play by Blake. Moves the puck into the zone. Little backhand flip shot that Lambert had some trouble with. Blake is very, very tough. This is a Murphy shot from the outside. He's an offensive factor for North Dakota. Calais gets the puck in front of the net, but he diddles and dangles with a little bit too much and loses control. Here's Blake again. Little back pass. Calais along the boards. Boy, that line moved very, very effectively for the Fighting Sioux of North Dakota.
Brad Williamson behind his own net, not in any hurry as the seconds tick off the clock. Jesse Bull will hold, and the horn will sound. So after Colorado College got right back to within one goal, that seemed to push the alert button for North Dakota, and the Fighting Sioux rattled off 3 unanswered goals. Bob, they're in command as we go to the last period.
Absolutely. You know, Toby Peterson squeaked the game a little closer at 2:04, making it 3-2. But great teams answer those kinds of things, and about a minute and 54 seconds later, Matt Henderson scored the goal to make it 4-2. Then it was 5-2, 6-2. We head into the third.
So Jason Blake and the Fighting Sioux hold a 6-2 lead after 40 minutes. We'll be taking a look at ESPN News when we can.
ESPN Net Sports Zone.
This being the 50th year of college hockey, let's take a look through the anniversary scrapbook at Chris Terreri, who's had a fine professional career, starting out with the New Jersey Devils, being part of their Stanley Cup champion team, and now holding the fort for the Chicago Blackhawks. Terreri, the ultimate in exciting goaltending, and it all began at Providence College. 1985, Terreri established the record that still stands today. 62 saves at a national semifinal game against Boston College. Terreri had a tremendous year that year, Bob. He also had in the Hockey East tournament, the first ever Hockey East tournament, I believe 63 saves against BC.
And that's still a Hockey East record.
Well, there's been a lot of saves in this one, most of them made by Judd Lambert, as North Dakota has outshot Colorado College 31-14 to take a 6-2 lead. Top-ranked Michigan will be playing later against fourth-ranked Boston University. You see North Dakota number 5. Colorado College not among the top 10, but they're here. But North Dakota's making them pay the price.
Great forechecking by North Dakota all game long. The difference in this game has been their guys have really gotten on Colorado College and Colorado College's defensive end and forced some turnovers, particularly early on. Matt Henderson will get the first goal as he works himself to the front of the net. That's deflected off the Rudd stick. Dana Litke will get an assist and a helper on that one. Great pass there by Blake. Blake to Calais. Calais to Hookstein is 25th. What a play by Jason Blake. Then coming down the left side, Jesse Bull fires one, the one that Lambert might like to have back. That made it 6-2, an unassisted goal. North Dakota outshoots Colorado College through 2 periods, 31-14. And you know, one of the keys to that game, that period, Dave, when Toby Peterson scored the goal for Colorado College at 2:04 to bring this game to 3-2, the good teams always answer, and North Dakota answered. Henderson at 3:58, 4-2. Hookstein at 4:41, 5-2. Bull at 12:42, 6-2. The answer to snuggling the game up a little bit closer by Colorado College was an explosion by North Dakota.
Well, there's Jason Blake, who has had an excellent game. Just saw him talking to Bob Needham, the Tiger defenseman, as they skated all the way around the rink. That pretty much fits the the description you'll get from anybody around the league about Jason Blake. He likes to talk a lot, likes to try to get his opponents off their game. So far today, he has done just that. We're underway, third period, just 20 minutes to go, and North Dakota in the driver's seat for a spot in Saturday's championship game. Ian Peterson winding out of his own corner, tried to set up Stuart Botker. It didn't click, and the puck is chipped out to center ice. Needham fires it right back in. Botker with Peterson, and Peterson, Toby and Ian, brothers, up front for Colorado. This is Toby Peterson. Couldn't connect with Botker, broken up by Vig. Dumped right back in by Ian Peterson as Colorado changes. Here's Dane Litke. He's played a fine game of defense for North Dakota. Flips it down into the Colorado College zone, and icing is going to be called against the Fighting Sioux. Vig out there with Litke as Blake comes off the ice. Well, Blake has done a great job.
Yeah, he sure has. And what a great play he made in that pass on Hookstein's goal out of Moorhead, Minnesota. This is what he does.
That's what I like to do. I like to have the other team know who I am by the end of the game, and I like to get under their skin, and I think it works.
How do you do that?
I talk to them a little bit, give them a little jab here and there, and they get under my skin. They're looking all over for me, and kind of gets them off their game and helps me out a little.
Calder with Henderson. Calder's shot went high and wide as he gave a look to Matt Henderson and then pulled the trigger. Big fights to keep it in, broken up. Cam Tryway over the line, loses it on the dribble. Aaron Clark was there but couldn't get control. It goes to the corner. Clark trying to pry it loose. Tryway walking out of the corner. Couldn't get the backhander off. He spilled. Ryan Swanson, who has been limited to very few opportunities offensively, trying to get something going for the Tigers. Tryway, nice pass. Clark, the quick shot by Elfring, and a good save by Schweitzer.
Yeah, he really moved across the goal mouth there, David. Elfring set up at the dot. Colorado College getting very aggressive. That's the defenseman Elfring, lined up well inside the zone at the dot, got that pass over, snap one off, and Schweitzer has been sharp all night. The freshman out of Regina made a great stop.
Needham flips it back into the North Dakota zone. Curtis Murphy there just fires it right back out for Jesse Hull. The Fighting Sioux don't have to get overly aggressive, but they certainly don't want to start sitting on the lead right now.
No, because what you don't want to have, particularly with a lot of time left on the ticker, you don't want to let Colorado College get a goal, get some life in the legs, bring this thing. It's still a long way up if they score a goal 3, but the life in the legs is what you don't want to give them at this stage of the ball game.
David Hookstein battling in the corner with Bob Needham. Aaron Carpin couldn't come away with the puck. Jesse Bull in the corner looking to center to make a play. Does. Puck just chipped away by Tanberg. It cleared the line, and offside is going to be called.
You know, David, that's a Billy Clary line, you know? Every now and then I fall in with Billy Clary, the great Harvard All-American and Olympian and athletic director at Harvard College, coached the only Harvard NCAA championship winner. He falls into that trap where both rabid baseball fans always call him. He had a great ball game tonight, North Swindler. That was, Coach. Great ball game.
Ball game covers any event. Bowling.
Yep, you bet it.
Hockey.
You bet it does. Don Lucia's outstanding job at Colorado College. This team did not figure to be here in the semifinals. I thought he did a brilliant coaching job in the regionals to help them get here. North Dakota Dean Blaze has done a great job all year long. Had a last coaching job prior to coming to North Dakota. As I said earlier, one of the great high school hockey teams in the country, International Falls, Minnesota.
Eric Rude. This is on a touch pass with Voorhees. Gets it back. Rude has one of the 2 Colorado College goals. Toby Peterson, the other, slides it in deep. Jason Ulmer back on it. The freshman around the boards for fellow freshman Brad DePaul. The Colorado College line play right now pretty much in the neutral zone.
Yeah, exactly where North Dakota would like it to be, and Coach Lucia knows how that feels. With a 4-0 lead, he snapped a one-man forecheck on Clarkson, saved his legs in the second period, and played the whole second period in the middle of the ice.
Well, we'll have a break in the action with 16:32 left as you look across Lake Michigan at Milwaukee.
Welcome back, everyone. We're in the third period. The North Dakota Fighting Sioux lead Colorado College 6-2. Third period has not been particularly kind to Colorado College all through the season, only outscoring their opponents 50-48. It's their weakest of 3 periods.
Buck rolls all the way in on Judd Lambert, and he sweeps it away smartly to Toby Peterson. Peterson checked immediately, puck in deep. Scott Swanson trying to move out. Buck at center ice. Curtis Murphy with it, flips it right back in. Cal Elfring controls, dumps it out to center ice, past Murphy and down into the Fighting Sioux zone. Mitch Big on it first. Ian Peterson trying to get in deep, can't do it, and Big is able to carry out to center ice. Big picking up steam over the line. Big couldn't connect with Jason Blake, and there's a crowd in the net. Is it Ian Calais? I think it's Ian Calais who got tripped up, or maybe it's Dave Hookstein who got tripped up and went in on Judd Lambert. Everybody's all right.
Well, here's how everybody got to this point. Clarkson, Colorado College. Colorado College a surprise winner in that, as they were against UNH, Cornell, North Dakota. North Dakota whacked Cornell after Cornell had a great year. BU Denver. BU the winner in, I think, one of the great college hockey games in the country. Michigan beat Minnesota, and that's why they're here. Figured by most to be the top team in the country. Boston University versus Michigan, and if they win, the winning team there plays on Saturday at 1 o'clock. It looks like they're going to play North Dakota, the winner of the BU Michigan game. But, you know, I did it last week, and I refuse to do it again. I called that Clarkson Colorado College game over much too early, and I'm not going to try to be a seer again. I'm just going to watch what happens and not try to guess.
Brian Swanson is limping toward the Colorado bench. He was upended coming out of the Tiger zone. Play on now in the North Dakota end.
He got whacked at his deep at the blue line trying to clear the puck, and was a check right about the knees.
The hitting is picking up here. Early moments of the third period as Calder is spilled at the red line. Puck slides in wide of Lambert.
See, if they don't have an advantage rush, North Dakota, what they're just doing is dump the puck in. If they have an advantage rush, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, you'll see them take it in counterattack, but you won't see them right like that. You know, it's 3-on-3, crowded center zone, dump it in, get a line change, and they're changing lines about every 35 seconds here, and that's about what you want to do if you want to keep fresh legs. Pound it back in at center zone, give it to them, let them bring it out.
Mark Divot able to dump it in down low. Jay Panzer being checked by Peters. Now Needham. Jesse Bolt trying to help out. John Austin able to skate it out of trouble for the Tigers. Austin working his way out of the zone. Nicely done down the left side. Banks it in and goes in after. Hookstein. Kevin Hookstein in on it first. Jesse Bolt just banks it out of the zone. Rude was on the defensive side of the blue line, so wasn't in good position to keep it in the zone. Puck shot in wide of Lambert. Rude on it first. Bull fights to keep it in. Austin, nice little chip pass for Hartnell. Chad Hartnell has to slow down, though, to get control of it and slide it in.
Yeah, but you see, David, what's happened. Last 2 rushes, 3-on-3, 3-on-4. You're not going to make much hay when you're rushing up ice 3-on-3, 3-on-4. They're having a very difficult time getting an advantage rush because North Dakota just plays smart.
Tigers trying to work it out of the zone. Goodmanson does, but Lipke is there in center ice to dump it right back in again. The Fighting Sioux have buttoned up the neutral zone on Colorado College nicely. Goodmanson over the line, being checked by Williamson. Carpet throws it toward the net, missed on the short side. He had a crowd out in front. Needham whistles one behind the net. Jason Ulmer swings it around the board. Carpet behind his own net, centering out in front. Broken up just in time. T.J. Tamberg had camped right at the head of the crease, and he was checked before he could get a shot off. Mitch Vig back to get it for the Fighting Sioux. Just over 13 minutes left to go. That's how much time North Dakota has before they know they're playing for the championship Saturday. David Hookstein ridden hard to the boards by Paul Johnson. Johnson pinning it against the boards, gets a whistle. We've got time stopped with 12:55 left. Brian Swanson appears shaken up. We'll be back to check him out.
Welcome back, everyone. Brian Swanson, the great sophomore out of Eagle River, Alaska for Colorado College, limps off the ice, and here's why. This is a dangerous kind of play. Matt Henderson, leg check coming out of the zone. Should have been a penalty. Absolutely should have been a penalty. And A very, very dangerous play. I have felt for a long time that ought to be more serious penalty than 2 minutes.
Toby Peterson trying to move in. Backhander to save short side by Aaron Schweitzer, who has not had a lot of work in this hockey game. Calais dropping it off for Blake. He whistles one wide on the short side. Colorado College trying to counter. Stuart Bodger over the line for Toby Peterson. Peterson drops it back. Scott Swanson, wrist shot, saved by Schweitzer, and he holds on.
That was a pretty good play by Scott Swanson because he got Jason Blake to go down, and then when Jason Blake went down, carried the puck around and made a little flipper shot toward the front of the net, which is a difficult kind of shot. We've talked about it all game long. I'll tell you, maybe we'll have a resurgence nationally with the wrist shot. Get rid of that doggone slap shot all the time from the outside. Here's Bodger, makes a nice little play coming back inside. Here he comes. That's Swanson, little flip shot when he gets Blake to go down. And again, when the goaltender gets one up in the chest area, that's difficult as well.
Dan Peters, with help from Darren Clark, able to chip it in deep. Brian Swanson apparently all right. He's back on the ice. Cryway couldn't get it to the Tigers. Kept it nicely by Clark at the line. Save Schweitzer with Cryway there looking for a rebound. Well, although Brian Swanson is back on the ice, he's feeling better physically, but Dean Blaze's strategy has obviously worked on Swanson today.
Stopping Brian Swanson, he's one of the best forwards in the league. He and Mike Crawley's tied for the scoring championship. He controls the pace of the game. If we can keep him off the scoreboard, I think we have a real good chance to win. If he is allowed to go around the ice and freewheel, we're not going to win.
Well, so far that's been a recipe for success because Brian Swanson has been kept off the board, and Blaze's Fighting Sioux have a 6-2 lead. Quick shot by Jay Panzer, and Lambert saw it all the way, gloved it, and held on for a whistle. There'll be a face-off coming in the Colorado College zone.
I'll tell you, this troubles for Colorado College started early at 4:55 the first period. Adam Calder, then Kevin Hookstein, then Jason Blake. Eric Root answered at the end of the period, 3-1. Little snapshot by Panzer again. The emphasis on that wrist shot, but that one right in the glove of Lambert, the goaltender, senior goaltender out of Richmond, British Columbia, played for the Chilliwack Chiefs. Another great name.
Clark trying to send Cryway away down the left side, but Litke did a nice job getting back to break it up. Cryway centers, and fanning was Darren Clark. He was alone in the slot, but the pass didn't clip.
Yeah, wrong time to wind up there. You badly need a score. You got to make it 6-3. Feet out in front, you got to get on net.
Here's Swanson sifting through the defense. He's checked just as he got in a position to shoot. Dan Peters, the freshman defenseman, keeps it in. Wrist shot deflected wide by Swanson. The Tigers are buzzing the North Dakota zone, but they can't find a way to beat Aaron Schweitzer. Centering pass for Tanberg. He was checked by Williamson. Good job by the North Dakota defense. They are not allowing anybody out in front to get off a clean shot.
The best effort Colorado College has had all game in any kind of sustained offense, as they had some pretty good chances inside Swanson with a great chip opportunity. Just hit it wide.
Goodmanson tried to send Tanberg in, and he was leveled by Mitch Big. North Dakota is doing a good job of bottling up neutral ice and making it tough for anybody to carry over the line. Puck shot in wide. Johnson back on it for Colorado College. Paul Johnson up on the wing looking for Aaron Carpenter. Tips it ahead to Tanberg. He is checked. And the puck dumps right back into the Colorado College zone. 10:25 time remaining in regulation, in North Dakota in the driver's seat. The Fighting Sioux leading at 6-2.
I see, when you put that one-man forecheck on, it's very, very tough. They just sort of throw the puck to the middle. North Dakota gets it.
Jason Goodmanson winds up and fires. Stick save by Schweitzer. Colorado College in the midst of a line change. Big ahead for Jesse Bull. Bull tried to thread the needle through. Calais in, shot and save by Lambert. He held the short side. It was not Ian Calais, it was, Jeff Ulmer who got that shot off.
Yeah, that puck bounced off the body of Austin, and Austin went down the ice, sort of kept the Colorado defense away from him, gave him a chance to come in and get a shot off.
Puck along the wing for Ian Peterson, checked, going in deep. Voorhees with Peterson. Puck loose in the corner. Williamson for North Dakota backhands it out of the zone. This is going to be icing, though, against the Fighting Sioux. So they'll bring it back to the North Dakota zone for a face-off to the right of Aaron Schweitzer.
Brian Swanson's had a long, long day today. Hasn't had many shots on goal. Had a tip that went wide. Major factor in Colorado's success, and going off the ice in a long change, line change. You get the final indignity. You know, you get whacked by somebody. But he's been a great hockey player this season and last season. Has 110 points, Dave, over 2 seasons. Played for the Omaha Lancers for Mike Hastings out of Eagle River, Alaska. All WCHA, Hobie semifinalist. And he was in the East Regional All-Tournament team. Got an assist on the game-winning goal in that hockey game. And having a tough night tonight.
And as Keith Jackson might say, he's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
Puck slid down into the Colorado College zone. Defoe on it first. Jason Ulmer couldn't get control in center. Ulmer and Defoe battling in deep.
Up from behind. Up from behind. Move it. Move it. Get it out of there.
Scott Swanson trying to pin it for a face-off, and Ulmer trying to pry it loose. Ulmer does, but Toby Peterson is there. Ulmer walks out in the slot. Backhander deflected up high over the glass. And a dangerous opportunity for Jason Ulmer. Judd Lambert checking out the clock. Only 8:51 left. They'll have to do something in a hurry to get back into this one against North Dakota.
Welcome back, everyone. 8:51 remaining in the third period. Jason Ulmer, they got a fine freshman line out of Wilcox, Saskatchewan. Nice little move coming to the front of the net. Diddles and dangles that puck away and gets himself to the middle, deflected over. But Ulmer, Armbrust, and Defoe of Apple Valley, Minnesota. Ulmer out of Wilcox, Saskatchewan, and Armbrust out of Edina High School in Edina, Minnesota. Gets a pretty good freshman.
Lambert with 2 saves off the face-off. One by Vig, one off of Calder. Calder has a goal. Puck shot in deep. Vig chasing after it, along with Brian Swanson. They battle along the boards. Jeff Ulmer pounded to the ice. Brian Swanson working his way off the boards for Bob Needham. Needham trying to slide it through. Gets it back. Wrist shot. Save. Schweitzer. Chipped away by Henderson. Needham gets it back. Save. Schweitzer, and he covers up before Cryway can get to the rebound. Well, coming up on the Deuce, we've got tennis action for you. The Lipton Championships on the ATP Tour tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Pacific. The Lipton Championships, the largest of the prestigious Mercedes Super 9 events. That's tonight at 11 on the Deuce.
Well, I'll tell you, Schweitzer, excellent focus right here, and this helps him a little bit. Good clear in front. You see Henderson just put a little bit of a bump on Cryway. That clears him for the first one. And Henderson again, you see him on Cryway to the right side. Both occasions, giving the goaltender Schweitzer, the young kid, a chance to see the puck. Henderson doing a nice job on the inside.
Eric Rude off the face-off. A shot deflected in on Schweitzer, and he takes it right off the crest on his jersey and holds on.
You know, when you get your in-zone defensive forwards, Henderson's a left winger out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Played his high school hockey at White Bear Lake High School and then played for the St. Paul's Vulcans of the United States Junior Hockey League. When you get your forwards to play inside cover like that and bump guys out from in front of the net, you've got something going.
Goodmanson knocked down by Williamson as he tried to set the play. Jason Blake able to chip it out of midair down into the Colorado College zone. It's icing as it just gets to the goal line. So they'll bring it back into the Fighting Sioux zone. And Dean Blaze is going to get some fresh legs out there for North Dakota.
That face of Coach Don Lucia, who's done a superb job. Graduate of Notre Dame, Don Lucia, and assisted by Mark Tabram out of Miami of Ohio. John Hill, who's a Alaska or Anchorage player. Also former Olympic coach Dave Peterson coaches the goaltenders. But he's a discouraged guy right now as far as this game is concerned. Has got to be extremely pleased with the way his hockey team has played. You know, you got to put things in some perspective, and Coach Lucia, I think, does a great job of that. His team seems to have fun playing. I watched their practices. They have lots of enthusiasm, and that carried this team a long way.
Aaron Carpenter behind the net trying to set the play for Colorado College. Jason Goodmanson. Check. Shot by Carpenter and a save. We got a penalty coming up. And it's going to go against North Dakota. As a Colorado College player was knocked down, T.J. Tanberg right at the head of the crease looking for a rebound.
Yeah, I tell you, Litke makes a nice play here on Carpan. Litke right in front of the net deflects that shot away just as Carpan was getting ready to take it. Then Tanberg gets taken down at the left side of the net as you look at it. You know, Carpan's going to roll around, and Litke, as Williamson's going to chase behind. Nice move on the inside as Goodmanson gets it over to Carpan. Carpan sort of snaps off a shot, deflected nicely there by Litke. Left side of the screen, watch it right there. Down he goes. Penalty on Jesse Bull. Hooking. They had a wide range of choices on that call. Hooking, holding, chokehold.
Well, if there's ever an opportunity for Colorado College to gain a little momentum and get North Dakota maybe back on their heels, it's on this power play. Rude with a shot. Bodker couldn't tip it. Bodker, though, gets it. Stuart Bodker drops it down in the corner for Toby Peterson. Peterson behind the net trying to set the play. Clark for Rude. Rude back to Darren Clark. Rude down low. Cal Elfring. Stuart Bodker. Rude tees it up shot, knocked down by Bodker and covered up by Schweitzer. Boy, Stuart Bodker always seems to be around the net for Colorado College. He just hasn't been able to get anything in a good position to shoot.
Well, I'll tell you, that's again what they do so effectively. Rude is going to get this puck in the left point, going to wrist shot it again. Little half shot. Well, that's a little bigger than a wrist shot. A little back swing slap shot right there in front. 17 Bodker. That's what they do and what makes them tough. Very infrequently do you see Rude wind up from the point. That time snaps one off. Bodker going to the front of the net for the tip, but Schweitzer alertly makes the save. Great focus. That kid really concentrates.
Bodker for Austin in the corner. Centering pass. Elfring top of the circle. High shot held on to by Schweitzer. Toby Peterson was all alone in the slot looking for a loose puck, but Schweitzer holds on for a faceoff.
But they did a pretty good job of clearing folks out. You'll see on that shot from Elfring by the top of the circle. Unusual for Colorado College to put the puck up that high. They snap it up real high. Elfring with a wrist shot. He wanted to have that thing downstairs. Goaltender's going to leave a rebound downstairs. Most of the time, get up in the chest protector. He's going to be able to hold on to it.
Elfring for Toby Peterson. Peterson lost control and slid to Austin. His pass right on the stick of Calder. Adam Calder slides it in right wing corner. Jason Blake there first, gets control, avoids a check. Jason Blake all by his lonesome right now. And finally skated off by Toby Peterson, and he pushes it up ice through center ice. Peterson gaining speed over the line, lost it on the dribble, and it's chipped away by Mark Tibbetts. Well, it's been that kind of day for Colorado College. Nothing seems to be going right as Scott Swanson backhands it in deep. Clark couldn't get it. Calais tried to backhand it out of the zone, couldn't do it. Gets it back and now just golfs it down to the other end. North Dakota will change up on their penalty killers.
Boy, they've played an excellent game. You know, they're an exceptionally well-coached team. You know, you look around there, they don't have many superstars. Lakers, I hope he makes the semifinals, but I'll tell you, I hope he makes the finals. But this is an exceptionally well-coached team.
Scott Swanson for Dan Peters. Wrist shot deflected wide, bouncing puck. Swanson back for Scott Swanson. Now Peters moving in front. Tri-way shot deflects it on Schweitzer, and he reaches up and pulls it down for a whistle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one of those situations where North Dakota is getting the puck bouncing their way and Colorado College having some difficulty. And all night long, they've been able to stifle Swanson, 27. Excellent play coming back into the zone by Williamson, the sophomore out of Thunder Bay. And hasn't he played a great game for North Dakota? Brian Swanson frustrated. Then when he finally did have a chance, sitting by the right side of the goal crease on a left shot, as a left shot, he ends up with a bouncer and a roller and can't do anything with it. It's been that kind of night for the kid out of Eagle River, Saskatchewan. 5:36 remaining in the final period.
Paul Johnson's shot deflected high off the glass. Needham fighting to keep it in, but it's flipped out by Bull as both sides are back at full strength. Centering pass by Panzer, and a backhanded effort by Kevin Hookstein just went wide. Coming up is Williamson, a shot short side save. Lambert out in front. Panzer shot saved by Lambert. Couldn't cover up on the rebound as Hookstein and Panzer fight for it in deep. Paul Johnson fighting off Panzer. They bump. Hands trying to dig it free from the boards. And finally a whistle.
I'll tell you, that's a great stop by Lambert here to keep this thing 6-2. A great competitor. Lambert has had a great finish to the senior year. Just stuffs the kid out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Jay Panzer, the sophomore, snaps this one up and over. Watch him, Lambert. Great stop off the coconut.
Well, excellent attendance here at the Bradley Center for the first of two national semifinal games. A great building for watching hockey.
It sure is, Dave. You know, this is the record-setting place for the NCAA and the NCAA college hockey tournament. In '93, they broke all records for attendance over a semifinal and final. 17-2-1-2. Some folks have been in and out, but there's 17-2-1-2, and they're going to have a full house tonight.
Quick shot by Defoe from the top of the circle, and Lambert makes the save. Colorado College tried to clear, and it stayed in the zone off the glass. Voorhees flipping it ahead into the North Dakota zone, carried out by Curtis Murphy. He'll scale it the length of the ice. He didn't gain the red line, so it's icing with 4:35 left to go. North Dakota has outshot Colorado College 37-24. Lambert has done an excellent job. He was under siege early as North Dakota grabbed a 3-0 lead. Then the Tigers called a timeout, settled down, crawled back in at 3-2 early in the second period. But North Dakota came up with a couple of quick goals, only a few seconds apart, added a third. And they're sitting with a 6-2 lead now, just 4.5 minutes away from Saturday's championship game.
Boy, there's great center play there by Blake. Boy, did he tie up his opposing center beautifully there off that faceoff.
Brad Defoe with a shot, and Scott Swanson got enough of it, deflected up high into the seats behind Judd Lambert. Lambert, going into the final game of the Eastern Regional against Clarkson, had been averaging giving up only less than a goal a game. And for the most part of the game against the Golden Knights, he had only given up one goal until Colorado College took a penalty late. The power play goal kind of opened up the floodgates and shifted the momentum, but he has been outstanding in the postseason.
Well, he stole two from the team, played well, but from New Hampshire and Clarkson played exceptionally well.
Glove save off of Mitch Vig.
Now, this is what you want to do. Everybody on a face-off is going to head to the nets. This is one of the things, the factor in this game tonight has been face-offs. North Dakota, I think, particularly in face-offs at Colorado's defensive end, has won a bunch of them. Calder here just wins it straight back to Vig, who snaps one off. Calder again wins the face-off.
And Vig again. This one blocked by Bodker. Bodker in a race, and Schweitzer will get there first. Brian Swanson, Ian Peterson tried to keep it and couldn't do it. It's cleared the length of the ice.
See, David, the coach is going to tell Vig, don't shoot that one. Don't shoot that when you're that close. Give him any kind of a break play. Just flip it in the zone.
Ian Peterson with Bodker, 2-on-3. Has to take it wide. Throws it in the corner. Keeping it in is Toby Peterson. Peterson will tee it up. Easy glove save for Schweitzer. And with brother Ian Peterson sitting on the doorstep, Aaron decides to hold on for a faceoff. Some outstanding freshmen in this tournament.
Oh, sure. Toby Peterson is a freshman out of Bloomington Jefferson High School. His brother, Ian Peterson, also a freshman. Toby went through Bloomington Jefferson in 3 years, and then Ian played a year in junior hockey, United States Junior Hockey League for the Fargo Moorhead Bears. Played for Steve Johnson there. So they're both starting off their careers as freshmen at Colorado College, and both good hockey players. Peterson left wing on the fourth line, and Ian Peterson, Toby Peterson, center on the second line. That's Ian there, 22. Bloomington Jefferson. Tom Satterdown.
Freshman Brad Defoe taking the draw against Brian Swanson, and it's won by Defoe. The Fighting Sioux started up ice, flipped in by Jason Ulmer. Down low, Lambert scoops it around onto the left wing boards. Defoe for Ulmer. Now Armbrust is checked and broken up. Less than 3.5 minutes. Shot by Armbrust. Only got it part of a bouncing puck and shot it wide, but he was alone at the head of the slot. Here's Brian Swanson. His pass blocked by Brad Williamson.
There's always someone on him. He tries to break through, and Ulmer just ties him up, knocks him into the sideboards. Very, very hard for Swanson to find any space tonight. They did exactly what Coach Blaze wanted them to do. If Colorado College was going to beat him, somebody other than Swanson was going to beat him, because they've had somebody sicked on him all night long.
Swanson again will try to take it through the center of the ice. flips it in on Schweitzer, and he just steers it to the corner for defenseman Curtis Murphy. Murphy under the wing for Mark Pivets. Pivets just dumps it in. Oh, that's all the Fighting Sioux have to do. Pivets hadn't gained the line, so offside is going to be the call.
You know, Dave, I think the key goal in this game, when everybody looks back on it, Toby Peterson scored at 2:04 of the second period to bring Colorado College back within a goal. They had taken the game from 3-0 to 3-2 with a late, a 12:06 first period goal by Eric Rudd. That was 3-2, but a minute and 54 seconds after that, North Dakota answered with a Matt Henderson goal, his 12th of the season, and it was Henderson, Hookstein, and Bull 6-2. But it was that answering goal that was very, very important. Great round of applause for Judd Lambert as Don Lucia makes a change here in the third period, 2:41 to go.
Jason Cugnut, the freshman out of North Battleford, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, played for the Royal City Outlaws there. He had a good end of the season before he got injured. 4-0-2 in his last 6 games, 1.91 goals against average since January 28th. But I'm not sure who. No, that's not Cugnut in the nets. That's 31.
That is Todd Gustin. Todd Gustin, a sophomore from Hibbing, Minnesota. He was not listed as dressing for this game, but quite obviously
he dressed, and he's in there now.
He probably didn't expect to be out on the ice except for warm-ups. 2 minutes left to go in this one as Pivets knocks it down, moves in, quick shot on Gustin, and he went down and made a right pad save. So he's into the flow of the game quickly.
Well, he's only played in 1 game this season and played 1 minute, and Coach Lucia clearly, Cugnut's going to play plenty of goal next year. Nice gesture by Coach Lucia, get the kid in there to play a couple of minutes of the NCAA tournament.
Way out in the Colorado College zone is Chad Hartnell. Gains the red line, flips it in. KJ Voorhees in quickly, but swept away by Schweitzer. Jason Ulmer around the boards, trying to connect with Peter Armbrust. Litke up on the wing for Ulmer, back for Litke. Dane Litke shot and a save. Gustin with a beauty on Litke, who got his rebound right back and shot it wide.
I'll always remember this. They'll never be able to take this away from this kid. You know, no matter what happens in his career at Colorado College, this kid played the NCAA tournament, and he can go back to Hibbing and tell folks, hey, man, you know, I made a Division I college team, and I played the NCAA tournament. Not everybody on the street can say that.
Eric Rude being hounded by Jay Panzer in his own end for Paul Johnson. The big rangy defenseman just flips it out to neutralize. Ian Peterson picks it up there. Trying to send brother Toby away, but he is ridden off the play.
You know, David, on the other side of the coin, what a great tournament end of the season. Judd Lambert had only the, well, it's the first loss he's had in tournament play. Came into this game 11-0-1 in tournament play, and this is his first loss. Outstanding career for Judd Lambert, the Colorado College senior goalie. Shot on Schweitzer and a save. Skated off. Curtis Murphy, the defenseman. Murphy moving down, quick shot. He's missed wide to the short side. Almost banked in off the skate of Cal Elfrich. Jay Panzer, he has been relentless on the forecheck. Clock winding down, and the North Dakota fans standing and cheering for the Fighting Sioux. Panzer shot and a save by Gustin. And the horn sounds. North Dakota will play for the championship on Saturday. I'll tell you, you know, Don Lucia's Colorado team and the North Dakota team. North Dakota clearly the better team so far this year in their matchups with Colorado. Proved that way tonight, but you got to give Colorado College, their season ends here, but they did a great job to get here. Don Lucia, all the assistant coaches in that Colorado team, Mark Tabram and John Hill, great job. And the North Dakota team lives to fight another day. Scott Sandlin and head coach Dean Blaze, assistant coach Scott Sandlin, assistant coach Mark Osicki, played his college hockey at Wisconsin. They're going to live to fight another day, and they're going to get the winner of the Boston University Michigan game. They played very, very well tonight, all-around game, offensively and defensively. And that kid gets a big round of applause. Aaron Schweitzer, the freshman out of Regina, Saskatchewan, played midget hockey for the Regina-pet Canadians. This is a midget AAA kid, 18 years of age when he came here. Most of the other kids come out of junior, the older age group. Played superbly.
Now, Colorado College's title run comes to an end at the hands of North Dakota's Fighting Sioux, who have earned the right to play for the national championship on Saturday. North Dakota 6, Colorado College 2. We'll be back with more in a moment on The Deuce. Well, it was a fast, furious start for North Dakota. Colorado College called a timeout, regrouped, and seemed to be destined to make this a hockey game, but the Fighting Sioux would have no part of it, Bob.
Yeah, you know, they proved their domination over Colorado all through the season. Colorado struggled with them during the year, and they struggle with them tonight. Even though they made that comeback, Coach Lucia called a timeout, they get back in the hunt. You know, really, North Dakota was in control of this hockey game right from the beginning. They got the jump on them, and they have great quickness. Not much size, not any superstars, but exceptionally well coached.
Well, our final score this afternoon at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee in the first of two semis, 6-2 North Dakota. Tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time, Boston University takes on defending champion Michigan. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For post-game coverage, we invite you to turn to ESPN News.